Today I'm here to tell you what I regret and what I don't of all the stuff that I've used up in the kind of fragrance categories. I have scented bath stuff, scented bath scrubs, I have some hand soaps, just all of those scent focus type products in my household that I use, and I thought I would share them with you. I have a lot of staples in here, so if you're ever wondering what I'm using around my house, kind of what my house smells like, what my body smells like, what my shower smells like, you're gonna find it all out here. And I'm gonna let you know what I would repurchase and what I wouldn't. There are definitely some products in here that I am happy to be done with and wouldn't repurchase. So I'm gonna share all of it. We're gonna go by category, and I have to say, I'm actually moving soon. It's kind of a new development over here. I'm moving soon, so I am even more like trying to use shit up. Let me tell you, I'm like, I'm not bringing bottles with this much, you know? I'm not bringing candles with this much. I used to do it, I'm not gonna lie. I used to bring trash with me. I'll bring it to a different house like for the videos, and I don't know if I'm that girly anymore, okay? I don't know if I'm bringing trash to the new place, so let me just get into it. I am gonna start with perfume because I know most of you guys are here for that, or like, I don't know, that's like the most exciting category. Let's get real, okay? So I have 3 travel sizes that are completely used up, and I'm really proud of these. I have been trying to get travel sizes a lot of the time before buying a full bottle. It hurts my heart because I really feel like travel sizes gouge you. I talked about this in my Sephora sets video. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave it linked down below, but I did briefly go on a little bit of a rant, but I just feel like travel sizes are so expensive for the amount of product you get. Obviously, they're less than a big bottle, and I have a huge collection. You're not gonna like every perfume you try. So anyway, all that to say, I have been trying to buy travel sizes when I'm blind buying, when I don't know what something's gonna smell like and it's new. And I have to say, for these ones, it worked out, and I ended up getting the full bottle. So I have the Tay Vanille from Net. This was so fast. I went through this thing so freaking fast. It smells amazing, you guys. And I do have the full bottle here. As soon as I went through that, I was like, okay. Actually, before I went through it, I already ordered the bottle because I knew I was flying through it. It's a beautiful aromatic vanilla. It has some mate in it, so it's a little earthy, but I still feel like there's a good amount of sweetness in here. It's a little woody. It's just so good. You have to smell it. If you can find a sample of this or try it out in some way, I highly suggest it, because as much as I love it, I could also see it not being for everyone, but man, I think it's a little bit different and definitely an amazing vanilla. I love this. Another one, when it first came out, I was like, okay, let me just get the small one. It's called In Too Deep from 5 Cents. I feel like 5 Cents in general, they're sold at Sephora. I'm not sure where else they're sold, but I don't think they get a lot of love, but In Too Deep is the exception, you guys. Like, this one is so good. Highly recommend. And I actually used this up on a recent trip, and I was wearing this all the time. And I don't know if it's that it had some time to macerate or what, but I don't know. I just feel like it deepened up a little. It's a sugary, kind of fluffy, sweet vanilla. It's lightweight, it's easy. I would tend to use this type of vanilla usually for a nighttime moment, but I was using it in the daytime, you know, out in the daylight, and I thought it was great too. So definitely love this. And I did pick up the bottle. I know this sold out. It came out like around the spring Sephora sale, but it's a good one. And again, one that's a little bit cheaper in terms of perfumes at Sephora. And last, from the 7 Virtues, this is such a winner for me. This is Amber Vanilla. This is one of those kind of skin scent, musky, ambery kind of vanillas. It's not overly sweet. You're still gonna feel kind of clean and just, I don't know, good. There's some carnation in here. There are some floral. So I feel like if you like Glossier You but are looking for a vanillic version, I think you might like this, or at least it's one to check out. And that's kind of the vibe of it. So again, full bottle worthy, no regrets there. I really love all 3 of those, and they're just easy grabs, you know what I mean? And I find that even if those aren't the most striking or maybe the most complex, don't underestimate those easy reach fragrances, because a lot of the time they're the ones you get the most use out of, and in that way, they're the most worth your money. That all being said, I do have a few more little like decant sample type things here. I decided to finally just finish off this decant of Minuit Demi from Fragrance Du Bois. This is what I sampled with before I ended up getting, again, the full size. I really love Minuit Demi. If you've been here from the beginning of this channel, or even when I was first uploading videos on my beauty channel, if you guys don't know, I have a beauty channel. It's weird because I've had the beauty channel for almost 10 years now. I almost just assume everyone knows me from that. But anyway, if you don't know, I have a beauty channel. All that to say, I've been liking this for a long time, okay? And I had the tiniest little bit left, so I was like, what am I doing? Like, just get that gone. Let's get that out of here, okay? That is a beautiful gourmand. It is in collaboration with Demi Rawling here on YouTube. If you guys don't know her, she's a great perfume reviewer. I really like her. And I really feel like it's a beautiful, sophisticated gourmand. If you want to smell yummy and delicious, but you don't want to smell like too specifically like a food, it's definitely one to check out. It is so good, and I feel like it's a very expensive smelling perfume, at least to me. And then the 2 vials that I have here, I just have a YSL Black Opium. I don't know why I used this up. Maybe I had an extra, I don't know why I'm spraying Black Opium on myself. If this was the Over Red sample, then I'd be like, okay, I get it, because I'm telling you, the love affair with Over Red, it's so good. Every time I put that on, I'm like, damn, that is so good. But I would not buy regular Black Opium, and I am very wary of Black Opium flankers. I love Le Parfum, you know, the vanilla one. That one smells really good. Again, I do like Over Red. It took me a while to come around to it, I will say. But you know, the illicit green one that was like the fig, where's the fig? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And regular Black Opium to me, although I get it, you know, I get it. Alone and on its own, not the one for me. And last here from Anna Sui, this is Cosmic Sky, and this is like a musky pear type scent. So I really actually quite like this. If you have God is a Woman, Radiant Nectar, there's one from Lise. I'm trying to think. I think it's called Studied. I feel like they're all very similar. Are they the same? No, but I'm just trying to give you a vibe, okay? Like if you have any of those, you know what any of those smell like. I feel like they're all in a similar category. The thing that's so amazing about this perfume is the bottle, okay? It looks like a freaking hot air balloon, okay? And I want it, okay? I really quite like this scent. Actually, there's the tiny, can I get a little spray? Can I smell it a little? Yeah, it's like a candied sweetened pear with a little bit of muskiness. It's really great, you know, for that scent, if you're not into that scent, you know? And I feel like kind of, I'm a little over pear. I'm kind of like, do we need pear and everything? But this one I like, and that bottle, I'm telling you, the bottle, I want that bottle. I want that bottle, okay? It's so cute. I don't have it yet. It's probably in my future, but I'm gonna get it on sale. Like if I'm getting that and adding it to my collection, I definitely wanna save some money on it. That's how I feel about it. All right, that's all the perfumes that I have. No full bottles at this moment, but can I tell you guys, I have so much to update you on. I know it's been kind of hectic over here. Again, I'm moving. I'm like wearing glasses. You're probably like, who are you? You know how glasses or a hat changes who you are. But I have tons of new perfumes. I need to update you guys on everything, and I'm just doing my best while I try to literally pack up my whole life and move it somewhere else. That being said, let's talk about some candles. I don't know if that's the next way to go, but that's where we're gonna go next, because I have so many candles that I've used up, tons of Bath & Body Works. I have had to cut my collection. I'm trying to burn through stuff. Like it's a little bit desperate over here. That being said, first Bath & Body Works here, Vanilla Musk. This is whipped vanilla, soft cedarwood, suede musk. Really quite like this. And it's a vanilla that feels very unisex. Like everything's unisex. Anyone can like anything, but I just mean that like it's a vanilla where the muskiness and that woodiness really adds something neutral to it, so it's not overly sweet. It doesn't smell like a cupcake, but it still is vanilla, like undoubtedly. So I quite like this. I would potentially repurchase, but you know, I've been trying to lay off the Bath & Body Works candles a little bit. They're just so easy to like stash up, and I'm like, okay, too many. But also I do enjoy going for maybe a smaller candle. Maybe it's a little more expensive with just some other offerings. I just think it's easy to get caught up in the value of Bath & Body Works candles. And I don't even want to get into this, right? Like candles, like where's this wax going? Where's the smoke going? I don't know. I don't want to go into it. Okay, next candle though. This is the Banana Walnut Muffin, and this is Sweet Banana Golden Nutmeg Cinnamon Sugar Muffin. Honestly, it just smelled like pumpkin bread, but I guess the fruit is banana instead of pumpkin. Like it smelled really good. The cinnamon in here really warmed it up, and it just is getting me ready for fall. I just finished burning this one. I was like, you gotta go Banana Walnut Muffin, you know? But it was good, and there was something about this, especially like just kind of letting it burn for a good long while. It just felt really cozy, and I am so excited for fall and fall candles, so I can't wait to burn those. But I am glad I'm not bringing this one. Not that it's not good and that I wouldn't repurchase, but you know what I mean. You know the satisfaction. Next from Bath & Body Works, this is one of my all-time favorites and one I would for sure repurchase. This is Pink Petal Tea Cake. It's pink rose petals, pound cake vanilla glaze. This is like a fresher version of Delina Exclusive. So it has that vanilla glaze in here. You can smell the rose. There's something a little citrusy. It's not like tart like rhubarb or something, but it is kind of tart, which just offsets the florals enough. And it really does have that pound cake smell. It's just so good. It's a great summer gourmand as well. So like those really dense Bath & Body Works sweet scents, I know you know the ones I'm talking about if you know Bath & Body Works and you are into gourmands. This gives me that, but like light and fluffy and appropriate for hot weather. It's so freaking good. I have burned through, I think this is like my 4th one. I love it. I love it so much. Definitely a repurchase, like a staple candle for me, which is hard to have a staple candle from Bath & Body Works because you never know if they're gonna bring it back. Next, this one is Maine's Best Blueberry Cotton Candy. Love the name of this. And you know, blueberry is such a funny scent note, I feel like. Whether it's in a lip balm or in a candle or in a body wash, like, I'm like, is that blueberry? I guess so. I guess I mean, to me, I know what fake blueberry smells like now, but so interesting. Anyway, ripe Maine blueberries, spun sugar, vanilla. This was like high up there in the sugary sweet area, and it was good, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I'd repurchase it, but I did enjoy it, like, while I had it. It was definitely a little bit different. I appreciated it as a different offering from them, but again, don't know if I would quite go for this one again. Next, Bergamot and Birch. This one is Vibrant Bergamot, Black Amber, Birchwood. This is like one of those spa scents. I've really enjoyed this kind of collection from Bath & Body Works. They've been offering more in these kind of like cream vessels with different colors here and different like almost just like notes, you know what I mean? Like it's not so much a story as it is birch and bergamot or oud and whatever or sandalwood and this. Like I've enjoyed these more staple lines, and I feel like they're offering something that Bath & Body Works didn't quite have before, which I enjoy. Like something a little bit more reined in, a little bit more elevated in a way, and I appreciate it. So I always check out this line. Whenever I go in and smell new candles, I'm always interested in checking these out, and I did really enjoy this for more of like a calm spa kind of scent. Giving you whiplash with this one because this is one of the like most gourmand scents from them. Summer Boardwalk. Oh, delicious. A nice summer gourmand, but this one is heavy. This one is dense, but it is so good. It is caramel glazed popcorn, warm taffy apples, salty sweet cream. I mean, does that not sound so good? The apple in here isn't too strong, so it's not overly fruity, but you're definitely getting the caramely popcorn. You're getting the taffy, you're getting the salty yet sweet cream. It's so good, super potent. This is one like, I don't even have to burn it that long. Even just having the cap off initially, like it's powerful, okay? It's potent. I really, really love it, but it's a lot and delicious at the same time. Definitely would repurchase that one. Every time I go back to it, I'm like, damn, that's good. Strawberry pound cake. This is like a classic. It's part of the normal range. I want to say like you can always get this at Bath & Body Works, and it's also in like a body mist. I don't know if that's always available, but it's often available. Anyway, fresh picked strawberries, golden shortcake, whipped cream. Another one that's super sweet, super gourmand, very pound cakey. And I feel like this, if you smell it in store, it might seem a little bit much, but I do think it smells better as it burns. So just something to keep in mind. I don't know if I would go back to it at this moment, but I did like it. You know, like I enjoy this one. Glad it's offered. The last Bath & Body Works candle, but I have a few others. We have Tiki Beach here, which is like a summer essential. This is like one of my favorite summery candles. I've just burned it so many years now. Yeah, it's just not summer without Tiki Beach. This is warm vanilla musk, orchids, toasted coconut, and I feel like this is the perfect amount of coconut for me. It's almost like a pina colada type scent, and it doesn't go sunscreen, which I really like that it doesn't do that. So definitely a good kind of coconutty vanilla to check out during summer, but I am glad to get this done. I feel like I have this one for a little, and again, I'm just trying to like get things used up so that you can enjoy things during the season. You actually buy them, hopefully use them up in that season, and be ready to move on to the next season as it comes. Like it just makes sense to be like that, but you know. But that is not all the candles. I still have a few other ones. Let's talk about this jumbo one. This is huge. This thing is massive. I don't know if it's showing quite on camera, but it's like as big as my head. This is from Capri Blue. I've had this for a while now, and I finally was like, I gotta finish it. You know what I mean? Like this thing is intense. There's 2 wicks in here. Honestly, 2 wicks for all that wax is a little bit too little. It does kind of taper at the top here. That's kind of their standard jar if you haven't seen these before, but it's not enough to create enough heat in here. So I had to like do the tin foil trick. If you guys don't know, if your wax isn't melting evenly and it's kind of tunneling, put a little bit of tin foil around it, let it all melt down to an even thing, and you should be good to go for the next bit. Hopefully that works for you. I found it to work well, so I did that with it just to kind of, you know, clear the edges a bit. But what I really love about a big candle like this is just the ambiance. Like there is something about just having a big old candle somewhere, and it being big, it just is like a focal point. There's something about it, okay? A big old candle, they can be so expensive, and this one's quite pricey. Not as pricey as some other big candles, let me tell you, because they skyrocket, I swear, as you explore different brands. But I did enjoy this. I'm not even saying I wouldn't repurchase it at some point. This is their classic volcano scent, I think it is. Yeah, it's the volcano in the jumbo size, and that's like a grapefruit kind of fruity scent. It's kind of sweetened. It's nice. It's a great, easy to use scent. I will say I use this scent sometimes for my cleaner products, which I really like it in the cleaner. And so burning it sometimes just reminds me of cleaning my house instead of its own scent. So again, I don't know if I'd purchase this. I do prefer prefer the cleaner, but it's a good scent nonetheless, okay? I don't know. At this point, I bought that a couple of years ago, so I'm kind of just happy to move it out. But if it was closer to when I had bought it, I think I would be more into it, if that makes sense. Now to something miniature. This is the Feu de Bois. I don't know. I don't know if that's how you say it, from Diptyque. I unboxed the Diptyque Advent calendar last year, and there were tons of mini candles, okay? And you know, I went back and forth because in all of the fragrance Advent calendars, mini candles, wow, they gave me a lot. And so, you know, I was like, okay, maybe mini candles aren't so bad. And I think they can be a mood. And like, if you have a smaller space, maybe they'll work out, but they're just so small. I just prefer a little bit more scent, kind of, you know, engulfing a space personally. But these are cute little jars. I think these have like a $20 value each. That being said, can I remember much about this? Not really. Not really much. I think this is kind of a smoky wood kind of scent. So it was okay, but I just think I would go for the bigger candle. I just would almost all the time in anything. I'm rarely, if ever, gonna opt for like a mini candle trio set or something like that to save some money and try a bunch of scents. I'd rather hone in on one scent and have a bigger size so I can get a little bit more from it, you know? I was gonna mention this little mini, and then I don't even have the scent on here. This is from the new Savant, which they've recently released a new one for summer. But anyway, I don't remember what this was. It did have a lot of scent throw though. I feel like with most of the new Savant candles I've tried, the scent throw is really quite great for how I expect them to perform because they are smaller. And even this little tea light was quite good, but can I tell you what it is? No, I do not know. When you order, you tend to get like a little sample. That's truly all the candles, you guys. But now let's get into some bath and body, some hygiene type of stuff. I have tons of body washes. I am someone who has a lot of different body washes going at once. Like, I'm thinking of my mood. I'm thinking of the experience. Like, I'm creating these scentscape showers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole vibe, a theme usually. So I have a lot of things going on at once, but I've finished up a lot of stuff recently. From Philosophy, which is one of my favorites. I really like their gourmand scents. You can find these at like Marshall's and TJ Maxx for like a better deal. But this came out for the holidays. I don't know if it was a re-release because I know they do that, but it was cinnamon sugared apples. Let me tell you, not something I normally would be crazy about, okay? I'm not a pie girl. I don't really care about apple pie that much, but this is so good. This is like the softer, sweeter, like girlier version, I feel like, of Angel Share, in the sense that like the apple's there, sure, but you're getting some cinnamon. You're getting more like the crust, like the yummy graham cracker buttery crust. That's what I'm talking about. It was so good. And Philosophy scents always have this kind of clean undertone to them that I feel like makes their gourmands really easy to wear and use, even if you aren't super into smelling like food. I just think they're great. So loved this, really enjoyed it. Would consider repurchasing it if it came out next holiday. Another one I really liked, this is from Pink, Victoria's Secret Pink. It's the Soothing Body Wash in the lavender scent. I talked about how I really loved the lavender honey body scrub that came out from Pink like a long time ago. I'd finally finished it up. It was just like this waxy but still really delicious honey lavender scent. It was just so good, like very unique and even a little different for me to like. And someone had mentioned that they have a lavender scent, so I went to try it, and it's similar, but it's not quite the same. It's a little bit more powdery. I still enjoyed this, and I used it as a nighttime shower wash basically exclusively because I felt like it layered nicely with the types of scents I like to wear in the evening. So I enjoyed it. I don't think I would repurchase it, and you know, I'm letting go of that lavender honey, unfortunately. Like, I honestly can't keep up with them. I can't. From Bath & Body Works, Vanilla Bean Noel. Now, I have kind of a sordid history, I guess, with Vanilla Bean Noel. I just feel like you never know if this is gonna be good or bad. There's caramel in here. Let me see. There's like hairs look good. It's nasty. It's a very caramely kind of vanilla, if I'm not mistaken, and sometimes it can smell like feet, and sometimes it can smell disgusting and rancid and nasty because of the way the caramel note is done, I swear to you. But this one was good. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's worth the risk, I guess, the fact that you never know what you're gonna get, but I'm glad that I enjoyed this, used it up. Nice vanilla. And then I have a bunch of minis. Now with the advent calendars, one of the things that has come in amazing and been so handy are the travel sizes. I just think you can get a lot of value. If you're traveling, it's nice to be able to bring something that's perfumed in like a little bit of home with you. Like, I don't know if you're like me, but if I go on a little trip, I'm like, I can't wait to be home around my perfumes and my stuff and smell it. Like, I don't know. I like returning home, let me tell you. Even if I do enjoy the trip, don't get me wrong, okay? But with these as my travels, I get to bring a little bit of me with me on vacation, which is fun instead of like compromising that, you know? Anyway, I have 2 from Parfums de Marly. These were some really great advent calendar inclusions. So I had Delina. Loved this as a scent in the shower. Yeah, it's good. I still am not, you know, into necessarily regular Delina. You guys know I'm into the La Rosé. Out of all 3, that's my favorite one, but I enjoyed it in a body wash, don't get me wrong. Is it the best body wash? No, it's not horrible, but you know, you're using it for the scent. You're using it to smell like Delina in the shower. And I will say it perfumes the air. You know, people will be asking like, oh my gosh, your shower smells so good. It's pretty potent. I wouldn't say it stays on my skin a super long time, but if you were gonna layer and add the body cream and do the whole thing, it would definitely be a moment. I also have Leighton here, and this is more of like a masculine scent. And this is nice too. I mean, again, smells really good. I had Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Jo Malone, and you know, I'm not really into this one as a perfume, but again, as a body wash, I can definitely get down with it a little bit more. It just smelled so, I just experienced it so differently as the shower gel with the steam and the heat of the shower. I don't think I'd go out and buy this body wash, but if I had another sample, I for sure would use it up and enjoy it. And the one I loved the most, because I have this in the full size, and you guys know how much I'm obsessed with the way St. Bart's body scrub, body mist, body wash, like it's so good. And this was just a mini of the body wash. I just wish it was bigger. This was like a sample size, like not a deluxe size travel size. It was just kind of add a code at Sephora checkout type of thing. But I loved this on vacation. I was like, damn, so good. Like definitely my favorite out of all of them. And while we're on that note, just because I should have talked about this during the candle section, this is a car freshener from Way, and it's in the St. Bart's scent. So just in case you ever wanted your car to smell like the St. Bart's, it doesn't last a super long time, I will say. I feel like it goes pretty fast, but these are $5 on their site, and whenever I'm purchasing something from there, I'll add a few to my cart and I'll have them in the car, switch them out every now and then. Pretty good. Next kind of category, these are the only shower steamers I have. They're from the same brand, Twisted Tomboy. It was a recommendation from one of you guys, and I have to say, you killed it and we're so right. These are the best, okay? The best shower steamers, and I've tried a lot of them. I've really given a lot of them a fair shake. These are the ones that are gonna really smell and really be an experience, actually, if you're gonna spend the money. That being said, they're not exactly cheap, and you know, they're huge. They come and they're almost like a baseball size. So depending on where you have them in your shower, you can get a couple of showers out of them, and they come in a 3-pack for like $15 or $14. I think that's what it was when I bought them. The Wake Up Call is really kind of zesty, a little zingy, really great. And then the lavender one, it's lavender and orange. Again, really loved the scent of these. I would for sure pick these up. I haven't yet, but I think I've used up all the 3 that I bought. And again, just totally sold. I really don't even want to try anything else. Unless you have like a brand you're willing to go out and just like defend for a shower steamer, let me know. But if you were like me and were looking for ones that like actually felt like they were doing something, weren't just like nothing, or like straight up like Vicks Vapor Rub, like if I want to put Vicks in my shower, I would just do that. These actually had like a scent and like a vibe to them. I really enjoyed them. Highly recommend. Continuing on with shower stuff, I have a lot of body scrubs because you guys know I love to scrub my body down, okay? I love it. And again, I've been trying to work through a lot of body scrubs. I had quite the stash, and so here's what I've worked through and what I would repurchase and what I wouldn't. From Soap and Glory, this is the Buff and Ready. It's like a coconut one. They have a ton of scrubs, okay? They have like their breakfast smoothie ones and like a lime one. Those are a different texture than some of their jelly ones, and this one's almost like a gelatinous, it's an interesting weird texture. I will say I didn't initially like the texture of this. I didn't feel like it was the most effective scrub, but I feel like as I used it, I liked it more and more. Still not one I think I would like repurchase or necessarily say for you to get. Like I like more of those sandy, salty, sugary textures. Whereas again, this almost had like a slime texture that you could break up as you use. I don't know. It was interesting. Still did scrub, and it had a coconut scent. I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I don't think I'd repurchase. I am a sucker for a little Tree Hut scrub. They're overall pretty inexpensive. I mean, I don't know. I feel like depending on where you buy them is how expensive or not they are for you. But I did a video last year at this point. It's been a while, just ranking every scrub from them. So I have a lot of scents here, even ones I didn't love that I used up. Coco Colada, one of the best ones. It's like a coconut type of scent. Definitely one of my favorites and one I would repurchase. Bikini Reef on the other end, no. This was more, I mean, these are cruddy, gritty, gross. Oh, actually, this one's more fruity. I know one of them was a little bit more clean smelling, but this one smells more like a tropical drink. It was nice. It's a vibe, definitely for summer only for me, but not a must have if I'm being honest. I'm pretty picky because I feel like with the Tree Hut, they can be fun, but I feel like the scents can also smell a little bit cheap. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of get what you're paying for there. But texturally, I love the Tree Hut scrubs, especially for my underarms. If you're out there and you're not scrubbing your underarms, I highly suggest it. Like specifically every day, I scrub my underarms with this to get my deodorant off. Like the Dove deodorant, let me tell you, it sticks on, it makes you smell good, all that. But like you got to get that lotiony kind of like texture off. Like it's on there. And if I do not scrub, I don't feel super clean. It almost leaves like this tacky texture. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is TMI, but I'm just trying to tell you because it's kind of changed my life by scrubbing my underarms with specifically things like the Tree Hut scrub. It doesn't have to be this, but ones that aren't oily, that don't leave even more of a film on you. Anyway, Ocean Glow's pretty good. Kind of this like musky, sweet kind of scent. I don't know. I like this one. Potentially would repurchase depending on my mood. I have Tropical Mango here. I think they brought this one back. I don't know if it's still around. They do a lot of limited edition. The mango one was pretty good. For a fruity one, definitely top tier for me from them. Frosted Sugar Cookie. This was an older one. It was limited. I don't know if it's come back, but this sugar cookie was a little too cinnamony and kind of powdery to me. I think it could have been better. Like I feel like the name fools you a little bit, but the absolute GOAT, like the #1 sugar scrub from Tree Hut, and if they don't bring this back, I'm gonna lose my mind. This deserves to be a part of the permanent line, like forever. It's Cinnamon Dulce. Ooh, this one is so good. It's Teddy Grahams meets a churro. It's cinnamon sugar, but not too much cinnamon, and almost kind of like, I don't know if honey's the right word, but maybe like buttered. Ooh, it's so good. Highly recommend. I have a few backups. I have like 3 backups and I'm savoring them. I think this might have replaced my #1, which is Cotton Candy. It's so good. And I know they do a lot of gourmands, but I honestly feel like this is one of the only ones they've done like 100% right. Like 100% right. It's so freaking good. I literally cry tears that that's not available anymore. Like I wish I bought even more. I regret not buying a million of them. I know that's sad, but it's so freaking true. I also have these like insignificant ones, but why not talk about them? From Trader Joe's. I think I opened that advent calendar on this channel, but there's this little sugar cube and I did use it. It sucked. The Trader Joe's advent calendar honestly kind of sucked. Like I know it's cheap and it's fun to open, but I don't know. I'm a beauty girly, so at the end of the day, I'm like, wait, do I really want to try Trader Joe's stuff or do I really just want, you know, Sephora? Like I will always want Sephora, duh. This other one from Isle of Paradise. This is the body polish and I remember this being kind of weird. I remember having things to say and now I can't remember. I remember being like, I want to talk about it, but now I can't remember what it was. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was like a no for me though. I don't think this one's one that I liked. The scrubbing particles in it are different though. I remember that. We're getting close, guys, but we're not done yet. Okay. We're still hanging out. Let's talk about hand soap, one of my favorite things. If you come to my house, I'm gonna have the best hand soaps. I just really will. I'll brag about it, okay? I love having a good hand soap or trying out a new hand soap, trying a different brand, trying an exfoliating one. Like, I just feel like hand soap's such a fun way to play with scent and texture and these little moments that you're gonna be actually using every day. Kind of like what I was saying at the beginning of this video, which feels like forever ago, but about the perfumes where you're using them every day. They're easy reach. And so you really feel like you get your wear and money's worth out of them. That's kind of how I feel about hand soap too. Like obviously it sucks if you're buying a really expensive one all the time and you're running through them, you know, but I like washing my hands. I'm home a lot and I like that little moment of a nice smell on my hands or a nice texture on my hands. So that being said, that's where I'm coming from, okay? I just feel like it's a great everyday elevated essential, you know? Terracotta Canyon. If you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with this scent. This is Golden Amber Desert Jasmine Warm Sandalwood. I always describe this as like an expensive luxury hotel soap and you know it was confirmed. Me and my friend Ashani, we went on a trip together recently and I brought hand soap with me because you know if I'm gonna be at the hotel I don't necessarily want to be using the bar soap if we're gonna be there long enough, so I brought the hand soap with us and she confirmed that it smells so good. It does not smell like Bath and Body Works at all. If you put this in a Le Labo container, if you put this in I don't know a Byredo container, I don't know if it's a Byredo scent, but I'm just trying to say it's high end. It does not smell like Bath and Body Works. It doesn't smell like pound cake, although that still smells good. This smells expensive, to be honest. It's just like kind of unexpected from Bath & Body Works. So let me just tell you how much I love it. I stocked up on it. It usually comes out around spring, or at least has in the past. Again, Bath & Body Works, you never know what's gonna come back, but please, if you see this back, let me know. But also, if you see it, get yourself some. It smells so freaking good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know that Bath & Body Works does their refills now. I would refill this in a heartbeat with this scent, okay? I would go with a gallon jug and I would just stock up. I still have a few. I still have a little bit of a stash, but it's definitely depleted because I felt a little, honestly, crazy, but it's done me well. It's the soap I go to when I don't have another fancy, fun one to try. It is such a part of my household that even when friends come over, if that's not the one in there, they're like, what's going on? Like if it's another Bath & Body Works scent, you know? So I've gotten comments before. I'm like, okay. It's coming back, don't worry. We're just trying to use stuff up. And the other thing we were trying to use up is this one. I'd actually given this to my mom, like decluttered it to her. But then when I went over to Arizona, I was like, I need a hand soap for the hotel. Like I said, I don't like using the bar soap. So, and then Sam really liked the scent of it. It's sweet sandalwood, creamy vanilla, sugar cane, and rich sandalwood. To me, this was more of a powdery and not as sweet vanilla sandalwood scent. But again, Sam really liked it. So we ended up bringing it back with us and using it up. This one from Sasha Juan, it's the shiny citrus scent. This brand is pretty expensive and they have a lot of hair care. That's what I know them as. I didn't love the scent of this one, but I did think the soap was high quality. I want to say they have a lavender one that's more exfoliating. Maybe that was in my last empties here, and I do prefer that one over this one, but it was still nice, and I think the bottle also looks nice, you know, in the kitchen. And last, a little sample, another one from the Diptyque Advent Calendar. This was the softening hand wash, and I didn't love this one. I do really like the exfoliating one from Diptyque. I will say sometimes the little pieces in there, I don't know if it's pumice, I don't know the exact particles, but they can get stuck in the pump. But I do like the smell and the way that one scrubs. But you know, the Aesop, it's debatable. That is my favorite one, the exfoliating one. That's like my top tier best recommendation if you're looking for a bougie hand soap. Wouldn't purchase the just softening hand wash from Diptyque though. Okay, naturally I have a few more empties that have come about, so I thought I would add them to the video since I am still editing it. But first here, this I really wanted to mention from Lush. This is the Yummy Custard Body Wash, and it's kind of a custardy texture. There's still a little in there. It was honestly a little hard to get all the way in there and get the last bits out with my fingers, but nonetheless it was worth it to get in there. I just love the smell of this. It was pretty similar to Yognog, not exactly the same, but that kind of yummy vanilla custardy rich gourmand kind of scent. So absolutely love this. I'm actually kind of kicking myself that I didn't pick up another one while it was in stores. It came out for Mother's Day, I want to say. So I definitely loved this and I would keep my eye out on it. It was just such a nice one for my nighttime showers to layer with perfumes when I got out. I just loved it. Another little Lush empty. This one is the Dirty Spring Wash. This is just a small size of the body gel. We got this while we were on vacation. This is the scent Sam really likes. So yeah, I'm pretty sure one of the travels I brought had run out. So we happened to be in a Lush and decided to get this one. This is definitely a repurchase, so I could see us repurchasing it in the future as well. It's a nice, like minty, really refreshing kind of smell. And then last empties to add, I did have another candle from Bath & Body Works. This one's Bergamot Waters, which I think smells so great. If you're looking for more of like a low-key spa kind of scent, another one from Bath & Body Works that I think smells more expensive. Bergamot Waters is one to check out. It has notes of sparkling bergamot, pristine blue waters, sugared citrus, and creamy sandalwood. So this is another one that I have a backup of, so I will definitely be using this up again, and I could see myself repurchasing as well. Okay, that's all the new empties for now. Hopefully that's it. And we have one more thing to finish it off, and then I will leave you guys because I know this was a lot of empties. I've been saving them up. I've been using stuff up. And last here, this is from Dead Cool. These are the dryer sheets from them, and they're in the milk scent. I have to say, it is like milk, but it's also like a dryer sheet. Like I get kind of both of those scents. And to be honest, I didn't feel like it made my clothes really smell like, I don't know, I couldn't really tell, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if I would do the milk ones again. They have other scents, I want to say, and the reason I knew that they even did different laundry stuff was from their collab with Way. They had the Melrose Place sheets, so I was using those for a while, and I did think those made my clothes smell. I know they do laundry detergent as well though, so maybe mixing the milk scent in the laundry detergent and then using these would be a better combination. I didn't do that, but you know, if I like a bougie hand hand soap. You know, it's been fun exploring a little bit more of like the bougie laundry detergents just for, again, that kind of elevated everyday essentials. If you like scent, it's just a fun thing to play around with, and maybe a category you haven't quite explored yet. Might be something to check out, although I will say again, I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase the milk ones. I would go with a different scent just to see how that goes, or maybe pair them. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to know what you've used up recently. I really love your guys' recommendations too, so as always, if you have anything from what I talked about here that you think I would really, really love, let me know. I love trying and testing things out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.